Good morning and welcome to Bessy Beneath. We are still on our case magnum, but today we have got the power arrow on and dual wheels. We shall get the land cultivated ready for drilling. Shouldn't be too long getting the land all worked down, then we can get the, well, we've got the fertiliser spreader on the smaller case, and we will be spreading fertiliser hopefully in the next episode. We shall get ourselves turned around and back down the next breed. One or two bits of grass patches where they've not been buried. This will chop it all up so at least get some crops over the top of it. The tractor needs refueled, and to be fair as well, but should be okay for this episode. Too long getting through this. It's ploughing, well, rotorblack power arrowing at a similar speed to what we ploughed, but they are that much wider. It's fairly early in the morning. It's only coming up to 9 o'clock. We have been out in the fields a while in the workshop putting these duals on. We are drilling, filming this at 5 o'clock in the, well, just before 5 o'clock in the morning. A little too hot to get our kip. Couldn't sleep. Shouldn't be too long before we can get the drill out. It's ground temperature is still only 4 degrees. And we are only on the 12th of March, so no rush in getting the crops in today. We will have a look up from the drone. And working pretty well, this job. Away we go again. It is giving us a good seedbed. Field next to us there as well, at the back of the house to get done, plus the last field we was ploughing. We have drilled the grass and reseeded where the worker made his cock up, so hopefully the grass will grow back nicely in field 11. Probably won't be grown in time for this year's hay harvest, but hopefully by next year it should be, well, probably even the second cut this year, it should be ready to go. Do want to get some cattle on the farm as well as soon as we can. Got to wait until the grass is ready to keep us going until we get some hay and silage and some straw made. Yeah, everything's coming along nicely on the farm at the moment. This tractor should keep us going for a little while. Mainly done 6 hours at the moment. Well, it's going to be a whole lot more by the time we get all the drilling finished and the potato planting. Where the smaller case will do the sugar beet drilling. We'll be staying on. I'll look at the tilts, see what it is. So you see we've got a Brevi Cleary, lovely seed bed for putting our crops in. It's already fertilised 33%, so probably the grass that we ploughed in has done a bit of that for us. Should get halfway down or more by the time we finish today's episode. Coming close to a quarter of the field done already. May need to get ourselves a telehandler as well at some point. Have a look, see if we can get a second-hand telehandler as soon as we can. Ourselves. Set back in. There we go. Yeah, this is check on the field number we are in, 26, so we're going to have wheat in field 1, barley in 2, 3 is grass, 4 will be oats, 5 will be potatoes, 6 will be sugar beet, 7 will be wheat, 9 will be barley, the field next to the house will be oats, and this will be a wheat field here, so pretty much got sorted what we're having on each of our fields. Have to work out with the drill as well, both the fertiliser spreader and the sprayer are the same width, or same spreading width, so it will be easy to keep in the tram lines as we go forward. At least with power harrowing this, it's breaking up any of the big clods that we turned over. The crop should germinate nicely in this. A nice way across the field. These rear duals just clumping a few clods in, spreading the weight of the tractor. We could have done with some front duals as well, but we couldn't afford them at the time. Just under half a tank, so we should be fine for this field. Tractor should be nicely run in by the time we get the drilling done. It's been on the plough and now it's on the patch of grass there that won't disappear next time the field's ploughed. We will get rid of it. Bit of stubborn grass in the middle of the field. This tractor will probably do the sugar beet harvest as well, with it being a bit more powerful to pull it if we have any inclines in the fields. Got the wrong button there. We haven't got a lot of road work to do. All the land is this side of the road down farm tracks. So we haven't had to tax this big tractor. The two small internationals, we've taxed them for the road because they will be on the road a bit more than anything else. Don't need many tractors because we farming here on our own since we sacked the worker who ploughed our good grass up, so managing the farm by ourselves means we don't need a massive amount of tractors till such time as we get more land, although it's probably going to need more land this year. Somebody else to work on the farm this year, so probably need somebody to do the carting for us. Well, we shall see how things go. So a bit of traffic on the road today. Got they all passing through on their way to either the shops or to their place of work if they start work late. Probably some of them on the way back home from the school run. We'll drop this straight on the drill once we get it all cultivated. Get this power arrow put back in the shed and get sorted out with the drill. Also need to get the fertiliser spread before we start drilling, I think. Although we could leave it until we've drilled. Dependent on whether the temperature's right for drilling once we've finished all the cultivating. Soon have all the longest of the rows finished. We'll definitely have this field finished and probably the one at the back of the house before you join us again. We are only a couple of minutes away from finishing up today. It is only 10:30, so may get all the cultivating finished today. Do need to buy field 9 in the near future. We've got a farmer who has to come down our track to get to his field. Have to see if he'll be willing to sell it. Going forward. A bit of a cloudy day today. It's only 3 degrees air temperature, so nothing drying out, nothing warming up enough to get any crops in. See what the weather is tomorrow. For today, that is where we're going to leave it. We hope you've enjoyed today's episode here on Bessy Beneath. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment. If you're new to the Summer Farm Estates channel and you'd like to see more of the work we do here, please subscribe to the channel. If you give that bell a ring, it will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing, and till you join us again next time. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye for now.